Hello friends, I'm your maths faculty from QLS Academy. Today we are going to learn about algebra. In our last class, we learned introduction of algebra. In this class, we will start with use of variables and their common rules. Let us now see how certain common rules in mathematics that we have already learned before can be expressed with variables. First, rules of geometry. We already know about perimeter of square and of rectangle. Here, we go back and write them in a form of a rule, algebraic rule. Perimeter of a square. We know that perimeter of any polygon is the sum of the lengths of its sides. Number of sides का sum होता है, ठीक है? A square has 4 sides and they are equal in length. Therefore, the perimeter of a square will be sum of the lengths of the sides of the square. Now, 4 times the length of a side of a square. अगर मैं length एक side की length को L से denote करूँ, so it will be 4 into L. That will be 4L. Thus, we get the rule of the perimeter of the square. The use of the variable L allows us to write the general rule in a way that is concise and easy to remember. Okay? Perimeter of a rectangle. We know that a rectangle has 4 sides. For example, the rectangle ABCD has 4 sides, AB, BC, CD and DA. The opposite side of any rectangle are always of equal lengths. मतलब opposite side, आमने सामने की side हमेशा equal length की होती है. Thus, in a rectangle ABCD, let us denote L, the length of side AB or CD, and B, the length of side AD or BC. मतलब मैंने AD और BC की साइड का लेंथ जो है उसे B से डिनोट कर दिया और AB और CD की साइड का जो लेंथ है उसे L से डिनोट कर दिया. The perimeter of the rectangle will be length of AB plus length of BC plus length of CD plus length of AD. Now it will be 2 into length of CD plus 2 into length of BC. क्यों? क्योंकि दो साइड्स तो इक्वल हैं तो 2 into length of CD हो जाएगा और 2 into length of BC हो जाएगा. This will lead to 2 into L plus 2 into B, which will be 2L plus 2B. The rule therefore is that the perimeter of a rectangle is equals to 2L plus 2B, where L and B are the respective length and breadth of the rectangle. Discuss what will happen if L is equals to B. अगर L और B equal हो जाएंगे तो आप फॉर्मूला में रख के देख लो ना, 2L plus 2L, 2L plus 2L 4L, मतलब वो rectangle नहीं एक square होगा. If we denote the perimeter of a rectangle by the variable P, the rule for perimeter of a rectangle becomes P is equals to 2L plus 2B. मैंने perimeter को भी एक variable P से denote कर दिया. Note, here both L and B are variables. They take the value independent of each other. Therefore, the value of one variable does not affect the value of second variable. Okay, वो दोनों individual variable हैं, वो आपस में dependent नहीं है. Rules of arithmetics. Commutativity of addition of two numbers. We already know what commutativity is. We have learnt it in whole numbers. Now, we know 4 plus 3 is equals to 7 and 3 plus 4 is also 7. So, 4 plus 3 is equals to 3 plus 4. As we have seen in chapter whole numbers, this is true for any two numbers. This property of number is known as commutativity of addition of numbers. Commuting means interchanging. Commuting is the order of number in addition does not change the sum. The use of variable allow us to express the generality of this property in concise way. Let A and B be two variables which can take any number value. Then A plus B will be equal to B plus A. Once we write the rule this way, all cases are included. A is equals to 4 and B is equals to 3. A and B can take any value, so they will tell us about all the numbers in this world. Commutativity of multiplication of two numbers. We have seen in the chapter on whole numbers that for multiplication of two numbers, the order of the number being multiplied does not matter. So, 4 into 3 is 12, 3 into 4 is 12. Hence, 4 into 3 is equals to 3 into 4. This property of number is known as commutativity of multiplication of numbers. Commuting is interchanging the order of numbers in multiplication. Using variable a and b as in the case of addition, we can express the commutativity of multiplication to two numbers. A into b is equals to b into a. Now distributivity of numbers. Suppose we are asked to calculate 7 into 38. We obviously do not remember the table of 38. So we do the following. 7 into 38 is equals to 7 into bracket में 30 plus 8. That will become 7 into 30 plus 7 into 8. The result will be 210 plus 56. That will be 266. This is always true for any three numbers. This property is known as distributivity of multiplication over addition of numbers. By using variables, we can write this property of numbers also in a general and concise way. Let a, b and c be three variables, each of which is a variable. It can take any number. Then a into whole bracket में b plus c is equals to a into b plus a into c. Express in variables. Recall that in arithmetics we also come across expressions like bracket में 2 into 10 plus 3 or 3 into 100 plus 2 into 10 plus 4, etc. These expressions are formed from numbers like 2, 3, 4, 10, 100 and so on. To form expressions, we use all the four numbers operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. For example, to form 2 into 10 plus 3, we have multiplied 2 by 10, then added 3 to the product. Expressions can be formed from variables too. In fact, we already have seen expressions with variables. For example, 2n, 5m, x plus 10, x minus 3, etc. These expressions with variables are obtained by operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of variables. For example, the expression 2n is formed by multiplying the variable n by 2. The expression x plus 10 is formed by adding 10 to the variable x and so on. We know that variable can take different values. They have no fixed value, but they are numbers. That is why in case of numbers, the operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division can be done. So it can also be done with variables. One important point must be noted regarding the expressions containing variables. A number expression like bracket में 4 into 3 plus 5 can be immediately evaluated, but not in the case of variables. 4 into 3 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. But an expression like 4x plus 5, which contains a variable x, cannot be evaluated so easily. Only if x is given some value, an expression like 4x plus 5 can be evaluated. For example, when x is equals to 3, 4x plus 5 is 4 into 3 plus 5, that is 17 as found above. Now we have expressions and how those expressions are made. 10a. A is multiplied by 10. X by 3. X is divided by 3. Minus 5q. Q is multiplied by minus 5. 3x plus 2. First x is multiplied by 3, then 2 is added to the product. Write 10 other such simple expressions that tell us how they are formed. We should also be able to write an expression through any instructions above how to form it. Now we have few examples. 12 subtracted from z, that will be z minus 12. 25 added to r plus 25. P multiplied by 16, 16p. Y divided by 8, y by 8. M multiplied by minus 9, minus 9m. Sarita and Amina decided to play a game of expressions. They take the variable x and the number 3 and see how many expressions they can make. The condition is that they should not use more than one out of the 4 number operations. Now, expressions must have x in it. Can you help them? Sarita thinks of x plus 3. She used only one operation, that is addition. Now, Amina comes up with x minus 3. She used subtraction. Next, she suggested 3x. And then Sarita immediately makes x by 3, multiplication and division. So, they used number 3 and variable x and they formed 4 expressions. This was all for today. I hope you enjoyed learning. For any further information or you have any query, kindly go to the following links. Thank you.